All right, how is everybody this Monday night? Hopefully, everyone had a nice weekend, got our week off to a good start. We do have a couple of breaks happening tonight, and I'm hoping we're going to be able to get them both done. I do have an issue with some unpaid stuff at the moment that's a fairly significant amount, but I'm hoping that's going to be resolved here shortly, and we'll be able to go ahead and break on schedule. That's what the plan is anyway. So while everyone is getting in the room and getting settled, I'm going to go ahead and start going over some information. We like to do this before every break just to make sure that we are all on the same page. So first thing you see there, of course, is about my feedback, which is automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And so, of course, that means you don't have to wait, which is a little bit of a win-win for everybody, I think. And the second notice there is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are going to next take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So these breaks are scheduled on eBay or listed on eBay already. We're going to be breaking them over the course of the next few days. So tomorrow night it's a half case of Heritage Baseball, and that is the back half of a case and should be the last of the Heritage that I have on hand. On Wednesday night it will be a 5-box case of TriStar autographed football jerseys and a half case of Leaf Best of Sports. That's a multi-sport product. They are loose boxes from a shared case. Spots are sold by the first letter of the last name since it's a multi-sport product, and they are all listed in the football category if you're trying to find that break listing. On Thursday night, we will open an autographed football. That's an actual football from 2019 TriStar. And then Leaf Flash Baseball by the full case will also be on Thursday night. I see I managed to make a little typo there. Let's see if I can't get that fixed. On Friday night, we're going to break Gypsy Queen Baseball again, but we're going to go back to a half case, at least for that next case, and then we'll decide again after that if I'm going to continue on with half or go back to the full. The full is just really challenging to sort and ship, of course. Then both Saturday and Sunday night will be off nights. Now, this is what you need to know in regard to shipping information. So if you are in the Leaf Multisport jersey break tonight and you pull one of the two jerseys, or I'm sorry, we're opening 3 tonight, aren't we? Yeah, that means I'm going to have to run downstairs and get the third one. I'm so used to doing 2, only brought up 2. Um, anyway, if you hit one of the 3 jerseys that we're going to open tonight, you are going to have that shipped to you no later than Monday the 11th, a week from today. It might go sooner, but it would not go later than that. If you do not hit in the jersey break tonight, because that is a free shipping break, typically your consolation card would be held and just sent out with your next package. But if you want it sent sooner, you only need to drop me a message on eBay, let me know, and I'll take care of it for you. Our paid shipping break tonight is our case of Flawless Football. That should be out the door and on the way approximately Friday. If you were to get skunked in Flawless, meaning you do not pull a card of any sort, then you would still get consolation cards, and they would go out when the rest of the break ships out because that would effectively be your next package. Now, I'm going to bring you back to the home screen here for just a second. I need to run grab that third jersey because I stupidly grabbed 2 because that's what I'm used to breaking. And I'm going to then check and see where we are in regard to some payment stuff, and I'll be right back with you. Okay. Now I've got the third one up here. Can't believe I did that. All right, let me check and see what our payment status is on things here. And we still have a really big unpaid order sitting out there. And part of it is jerseys. And unfortunately, this unpaid order, it's huge. It's couple $1,000s, and it covers both Flawless and the jerseys, which makes it difficult to break either one. But I guess we'll at least go ahead and break the jerseys, and then if the person still hasn't paid for it, we may have to, I don't know what we'll do. If we're going to have to try to break up the other or reschedule the break. I mean, it's a chunk of money. It's too much for me just to let it ride. I don't know where this person is. So that's always fun, isn't it? All right, I'm going to update the spreadsheet to at least reflect what is unpaid in the jersey part of the break. So give me a second to do that. And then we'll move onward from there, I guess. David, you want to know what's open in the jerseys or in Flawless? If we're talking about Flawless, it's the big teams. It's the Cardinals, the Giants, and the Broncos, and they all went quite high, as you might imagine. I mean, we're talking about an order that is in excess of, well, it's almost $2,200 between those three teams and the jerseys. The jersey breaks, it's the letter A, the letter B, and the letter L, but they are all one person. So that makes it difficult. We would have to move all of it. And honestly, if I can't move all of it for close to what it sold for, we'll end up probably rescheduling Flawless, because I mean, that's a huge amount of money to just be sitting out there. A huge amount. I cannot break that with that amount sitting out there. The jerseys, if I lose that money, then I just lose that money. You know, I can live with that, but I'm not willing to do that on the Flawless break. So we're just going to have to see if maybe that person will show up and pay their bill. I mean, I sent them a reminder and everything, but no payment so far. All right, so A, B, and L. Let me get in here and get this marked up. Hang on one second, guys, and then we'll at least get the jerseys broken. And takes me just a second, sorry. And L, all right. Yeah, I just find it super frustrating when this happens. I'm sure you guys do too. It's really just frustrating. It's the only way you can say it. But anyway, let's go ahead and break the jerseys, and I'll just take the risk on that one. And of course, once again, these are multi-sport jerseys, and it is the first letter of the name on the jersey. Okay, so if it says Brady, it would go to the B. If it said Ichiro, it would go to the I, so on and so forth. Pele would go to the P. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay, which is Monday night, the 4th of May. And our team names are our eBay usernames across from each of our bidding categories there. Of course, a new spreadsheet will go up before Flawless if we're able to get Flawless done. With all those unpaid teams sitting out there, we may not have to. Well, but I do know some of you in chat said you might be interested, so we'll address that momentarily. Let's go ahead and get these jerseys broken, and then I'll come back around to you and we'll see where things are with Flawless. Okay, guys? Yeah, Jamie, the teams for, I mean, again, I want to get something close to what they were on eBay because these are the premier teams in the Flawless break, so I'm not interested in like selling them out for dirt cheap. I'd rather wait on the break if I had to. So the Broncos sold for $395. I got to go in here and look at all these one by one, so give me a second. And it looks like the Cardinals sold for $870. And the Giants sold for $710. So that's what we're looking at there, guys. So that's, as you can see there, that's just too much. I can't leave that risk sitting out there, unfortunately. I don't mind the 100 or so I'd lose on the jerseys. I just lose it. And that's how that goes. But the other, yeah, that would be problematic. All right, but meanwhile, let's go ahead here and get moving on with our jerseys and see what we can find on here. David, you bid on a lot of those teams and then lost the bids. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's just, man, I don't know. Maybe somebody's just not aware that they want them or something. I don't know. All right, this is Marcel Dion or Dion or something like that. I actually don't know who the heck this is. So this must be soccer, perhaps, or something like that. I don't know this person. Maybe it's not soccer. Maybe it's somebody I should know, but I don't know who it is. Anyway, there's their autograph. They've got a Hall of Fame inscription down there. And you have got an authentication there, looks like from JSA. And there's your JSA paper authentication on the back. And obviously goes to the letter D, whoever this guy is. I just don't personally know who that guy is. So hockey or soccer, probably. I don't follow either of those sports, you know. Yeah, I know. Okay, what have we got waiting next? Next up, woohoo! How you like that letter M? I'd say you like it a lot because it is Patrick Mahomes, baby. Now we're talking. A little Pat Mahomes autograph for the letter M, and that is your hologram, or it's not a hologram, but your authentication sticker, your authentication paperwork to go with it, and that is a nice hit. The letter M for Pat Mahomes. Oh, you guys are, David, I don't know who's in there on second chance for those teams in Flawless. I'll look at it and see what I can figure out after we look at the rest of these jerseys. And hi, everybody, by the way. Some of you guys I haven't said hi to you because we've been dealing with this unpaid stuff, but everybody that's in chat, hi. And looks like Jamie and P. Young both told me that was hockey, and Tom says he's a Hockey Hall of Famer. I know, man. I just don't know hockey very much. Sorry about that. But we do know this guy, Roger Worley, for the W's. And he is most definitely a Hall of Famer. And there's his signature and Hall of Fame inscription. It is Beckett authenticated with the sticker and a Beckett authenticated piece of paper. So we have the W for the Worley jersey. The M hit the nice Patrick Mahomes jersey. And then this guy that I don't know, the hockey guy, which I guess is probably a good hit since he's a Hall of Famer, goes to the letter D. Now give me just a moment. I'm going to get this moved out of the way, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to try to tackle this mess that is unpaid Flawless. All right, let's check one more time. Maybe we got lucky. Do you think we got lucky? You think maybe we got lucky and he's paid in the meantime? What do you think? Is anybody feeling lucky? Let's go see. Let's go see what it is. And of course not. Because that would have been too easy. Am I right? Too easy. All right, let me pull up so I can answer your all's questions and see where we are with things here. All right, so the Broncos. David, you're going to have to probably tell me again what your eBay username is so I can tell you whether or not you're the underbidder. Because the person that came in second on the Broncos, I don't think is you that I know of. And again, the Broncos were looking at $395. And let's go back and see what's up next. So the Arizona Cardinals, we are looking at $870. And it went to the same underbidder as the first one, as the first team, so that both the Cardinals and the Broncos were the same immediate underbidder. Let's go see who the third one is, which is the Giants, which sold for $710. And who's our underbidder here? That is somebody else. That's a completely different person who is an underbidder on the Giants. So I don't know if any of those people are watching or not watching or what. Ah, Shannon. Okay, so that's you that's underbidder on 2 of those teams. Those first 2 that I said are actually you. So would you want me to send you a second chance offer by way of eBay? Do you still want those 2 teams, or you don't, or what's your sitch? And then if Shannon does want those 2 teams, does anybody want the third team, the Giants? Because again, it's all the same bidder, so I would have to do an all or nothing kind of deal. And of course, I would already be out the jersey money anyway, so. All right, so you would go ahead and take second chance on the first 2. So then we just would need to find a home for the Giants, which you were not the underbidder on. And David, you were not either. I checked that is, I see your eBay user ID there, and that is not you that was underbidder there either. So David, on the Giants, we were looking at 700, and I think that was the one at 710. Let me go back in there. Yeah, the Giants was at $710 is what they ended on eBay. So, if we hit 700 or whatever, that would be fine if somebody wants the Giants and is committed to the Giants. Because it sounds like Shannon is willing to pick up the other 2, the Broncos and the Cardinals, which I would be able to send by second chance, which you'd have to, of course, obviously, Shannon, accept and pay and all that stuff. But that would work if somebody wants to pick up the Giants. So that's where we sit right now. David says, no, that's too rich for his blood on the Giants. Okay. And Shannon is saying here willing to pick up 2 of them, which is much appreciated. So anybody willing to pick up the Giants so that we can get on with this tonight. Otherwise, we may have to reschedule this, which I virtually never do, because usually we get them moved out in chat, or I just eat it. But this is way too much money tonight to do that on, unfortunately. I tell you, I swear this is why some breakers don't like to sell their high dollar stuff on eBay, and they do it elsewhere because of stuff just like this, where you get big bids and then people that don't follow through and make their payments. Let me just check one other thing here too and make sure if we've got any kind of messages or anything. Let me see what our situation is there. I don't usually check messages when I'm live, but I'm going to tonight just to see if there's anything that tells me anything. So no, he's not going to be paying for any of it. So there you go. Now we have a message that knows that. Jamie, are you the underbidder on the Giants? Because, the problem is, of course, we need to be able to sell it through now to be able to do anything with it. I can't send a second chance offer and not know if the other person is going to do it, because obviously we're not getting paid on this. I've already gotten stiffed on all the jersey breaks because he's clearly not paying. That's evident from the message. And, yeah, so. So I need to at least sell the 3 football teams. And 2 of them we found a home for. It's just the third one. So the Giants, guys, I need to find a home for the Giants in this flawless break. It is a full case break, but I need to find a home for them so that we can go on down the road here. I love the way these people just send you messages. Oh, yeah, it didn't work out. I didn't think I was going to spend so much. Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, that's only my livelihood, so I'm glad that works out for you. Just that it's a sorry. I appreciate that. Aye. One of those days. Anyhow, guys, anybody, Giants. I need to find a home for the New York Giants for us to be able to break this tonight. Somebody make a reasonable offer for the Giants. And by reasonable, I don't mean offer a third or half of what they sold for. I mean something reasonably close to what they sold for. please. So I guess I'll go ahead because we're going to have to do something with them. Shannon, do you want me to go ahead and send you the second chance offers now on the Cardinals and the Broncos? Or do you want to wait and see if we're going to have to come back and do this tomorrow night? If I'm going to have to do some one-day listings for those 3 teams, or which way do you want to go on that, Shannon? I can do it either way. And so nobody's willing to pick up the Giants. Nobody at all willing to pick up the Giants. Yeah, I kind of wish this person had emailed me like right when they bid, when they knew they weren't going to pay for it, or right after the fact, instead of waiting until after the break started to tell me they weren't going to pay for it. Then I could have tried to work with the people who were underbidders in the meantime, but of course nobody did. Shannon, are you still there? P. Young, you're asking about how much for the Giants. Well, they sold for $710. At this point, I'm just looking for something in the ballpark of that, just so we can move onward. And that's assuming that Shannon is still here and still willing to pick up the Cardinals and the Broncos on the second chance. Yeah, okay, so Shannon is willing to pick up the other 2 if there's somebody that is willing to pick up the Giants. So, P. Young, do you have an offer on the Giants? Do you have some interest there? Anybody else? Anybody? I'm guessing you said, okay, thank you, but I'm guessing that means, okay, no, you don't want them. I'm guessing that doesn't mean, okay, yes, you do, because I think it would have not had the thank you behind it. That's my guess anyway. If I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, yeah, so P. Young doesn't. All right, so this is where we sit, guys. 2 of the teams I have found a home for. The third one I haven't, for the Giants, and I can't just leave it sitting. So is anybody willing to make an offer on the Giants at all, or are we going to have to reschedule this, or what are we going to do? So, Peter, they sold on eBay for $710. Obviously, the person didn't pay and isn't going to pay. So, somewhere in that neighborhood, throw out a number. At this point, we're just looking to move these teams and get on down the road. This person had over $2,100 in the break and they didn't pay for any of it. Well, actually, some of it was in the last break, which I did not sell ahead of time because, well, I didn't. And so they stiffed me for a couple $100 on that break already. Yeah, they tagged me for a little over 200 on the last break. And then they've got about 2,000 tied up in this break. So, Peter, do you have a number that you want to throw out there for the Giants? We'd already have this break done if that guy had paid. But he did not. I'm going to try something else. Just hang tight here for a minute. Just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to see if I can reach out to anybody here in eBay messages. It's David, it's not 2 cases, it is a case, which is 2 boxes, just to be clear. Unless you're calling the case like the suitcase. Some people call it the suitcase. They refer to it as the case, but there are 2 boxes, which are technically those suitcases make up 1 case. So we are breaking 1 2-box case. We're not breaking 2 cases, which would actually be 4 suitcases. Does that make sense? I just want to clarify that. Because everybody refers to them differently, and I just don't want there to be any confusion when we're talking about it there, since we're discussing it outside of being able to read the listing there on eBay. Okay, good. So you know. So David is willing to split it, he says, with somebody. If somebody wants to split the Giants. And I've got an offer in eBay messages. Again, guys, I normally don't check eBay messages, just as an FYI. I am right now, but typically, if you need me, chat's the way to catch me. But we have an offer for $550 for the Giants. Man, this guy tonight that didn't pay is going to end up costing me $500 plus before this is all said and done. That's just unbelievable. Another day in the neighborhood. Oh, Joey, I see your information there. I will take care of that for you. After the break, I just read your message. I'll take care of that for you, Joey. After the break, you got it. And oh, you can't stream an email, somebody else is telling me. Okay, so let me type in here again. Well, Matt, I've already got an offer at $550 in messages, so that's where we sit right now. And I think because this is through email, it's a little harder to do than when we're just straight up in chat. I know, David, you did try. You did. I appreciate you on that. Whoever offered 100, yeah, thank you. No, sorry. That's not going to work at all, but appreciate it. Appreciate the thought anyway. All right, so let me see if I can reach out to... let me see if I can reach this person that offered this other amount. So hang on here a second, guys. I know this sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what happens when people bid and don't pay. Now I'm just waiting. I'm exchanging messages with the other person. So now I'm just waiting for this to go back and forth that way. Yeah, so, all right, so Matt, you've got a message into a buddy who might split the Giants with you. Okay, well, keep me posted on your side, and I am trying to message back and forth with somebody in eBay, waiting to hear back from them at the moment, too. Oh yeah, David, that might work for you if if you and Matt, but you guys would have to of course figure out the logistics of if there are hits, how that was going to work, like who would get what. So I don't know if you guys know each other or not, but that would be a logistical thing you would want to figure out, of course. And my person has not messaged me back from eBay. Oh, gotcha, David. I see what you're saying. You and Matt would just agree how to go there. You would take it out of one suitcase and he would take it out of the other. Matt, yep, that'll work. If you want to do 600, man, that's fine. Unless you and David are working something out. But otherwise, oh, well, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me see what this person has said to me here. Okay. All right. So, Matt, if you want them for 600 and you can do it right now, then that's fine. And let's make sure that Shannon is still here. And Shannon, if you are still here, can you answer what question for me, please? And let me know, are you interested in having it sent as a second chance offer on eBay, or do you want to send it as a PayPal payment? It doesn't matter to me. Either way is fine. Just obviously, if we send it as an eBay auction, second chance, you know how that works. You just have to go in and buy it now and pay for it through eBay. All right, so Matt, you're asking about split with David. Oh, I don't know. You just said 600 up there, so I was saying yes, I will take the 600 total. Yes. Is that what you meant? And if so, are you asking to do half of it coming from David and half of it coming from you, or just fill me in on what I need to do there? Meanwhile, I'm going to go over here and take care of getting these second chance offers out to Shannon. So hang on one second, guys, while I do that. And then we will get back to the other. All right, hang tight here for 1 minute, please. And that's gonna be the Cardinals and the Broncos coming to you, Shannon. I'm getting ready to process through them right now. All right, go. Okay, so the one from the Cardinals is in there. And Shannon, let me warn you, it does not let me change anything when I do that, including the shipping totals. So it is going to charge you shipping for both of those. But I will go back in after the break and I will credit you that back out. Okay, but there's no way, unfortunately, there's no way for me to zero it out or change any of the details when you do an eBay second chance offer. This is the only way it'll let you do it. So you are going to get dinged for that shipping twice, but I will get it back to you by refunding it back at the end of the break. And let me get your second one out. Okay, Shannon, you should see the second chance offers for both the Broncos and the Cardinals should be in your eBay messages right now, I believe. It should be in there as like telling you have a second chance offer or something to that general effect. Now, Matt, I'm back to you. David, looks like David has typed in that it's too complicated. I see, I'm reading back up through the chat. So, Matt, I thought we were fine there. And then, because David had said you take one suitcase and he takes the other, but then right below that, he says it's too complicated. So I guess he's now decided he doesn't want to do it. Of course, right after we went ahead and sent the second chance offers out. Oh, it has been that kind of night. It has been that kind of night. Okay, so then are we back to no offers for the Giants? Is that where we are? Except I think I had the one in email, in eBay messages, so I need to probably go back in there and try to find that one at this point. So let me see if that person is still online. And David, I take it your friend was not interested. Is that correct? So if that's the case, guys, I'm just going to take this offer. I am like, this guy who didn't pay for all this stuff is going to end up costing me about $500. So I hope that he is sufficiently pleased with himself, because that is my livelihood. And people don't understand that, and they just think, oh, well, that's just, so what? Big deal. Who cares? Yeah, well, you know what? That's how I pay my bills, so I care. All right, so let me message this person back. And I am going to see if they can see. I think they can see this, but they can't use chat in here. So to the person that I just sent the message to on eBay, I am typing in for you right now, because I can't send this back and forth by way of eBay. They'll strip it out of the messages. I just typed into the chat feed what my email address is that I use for PayPal. So if you can see that in there, and I hope that you can, if you will send the money to that email address, 550, and just put in notes, Giants, Flawless, or something similar, although I'll print it out right after the break, but still that would be helpful. And then just let me know by way of eBay messages when you have sent it, then we'll be ready to go. And to everyone else, I'm really sorry that you're having to sit here for 35 plus minutes while we're trying to deal with this. And for those of you who are willing to help out and have been helping out, I appreciate you very much. That is super, super nice of you. So thank you guys for that. Yeah. Well, like I said, even if the guy who wasn't going to pay had told me before the break that he wasn't going to pay, then I would have at least tried to sell out the jersey spots and stuff. I mean, as it is, that break's come and gone, and that was over $200 he had bid right there on that alone. That just too bad. I just don't understand. Well, I do understand, because people do this all the time. So I should understand it by now, I guess. Just waiting on the reply here from our eBay email person, so hang tight, guys. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? I don't even have anything interesting to share. Nothing interesting happened today, although it is May the 4th, so if you're a Star Wars fan, May the 4th be with you. Denver did sell. The person that asked me about Denver and the Cardinals are taken care of. We're working right now on the Giants, and there is a person who told me they would pick them up, and I am just waiting to make sure that that person has gotten the money information and all that going. So as soon as they see that, I have to, wait for them, because it's not in chat, right? I have to wait for them to see the message and reply and go back and forth. So we're just in a little bit of a waiting game at the moment. Like eBay probably thinks I'm having some kind of a spasm because I'm refreshing my messages about every 12 seconds. They're probably like, what? Is her hand just stuck on the refresh button? Kind of. Boy. Oh, I see all you guys are like, yeah, you hope that Matt and Shannon hit big because they're trying so hard. And I mean, Shannon did pick up 2 teams, which is awesome. Matt's trying so hard to help us with the Giants, so I'm with you guys. I hope everybody hits well always, but I especially hope Shannon and Matt do well tonight. I agree with those of you who have typed that in there. I'm on your page with that. Matt says you made another call. You hope he gets back to us ASAP and to root for you. I am rooting for you, man. I am. I am indeed. And I'm also just waiting to see what is going on here. This other person just seems to have dropped out of eBay messages, so maybe they have changed their mind or something, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, wait, message popped up. Hang on, hang on. Oh, it's done. Oh, happiness. Yay. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes you all so happy too, doesn't it? Thank God for small favors. I never thought I would be so happy to, lose money, but that's so awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let me get the spreadsheet updated, and then we're going to see where we are with life. So hang on just a second here. Oh, look, my iPad started playing ads again or something. My iPad gave up on me even. It's like, oh no, forget you. All right, let me get in here and type this in. And then let me type in Shannon. Let me get you plugged in for your second chance stuff. You guys are so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Making my life a lot better right now. And I got one more to do, which is the Cardinals. Let's drop that in up here. Voila. I do feel like I hit the lottery because we're able to do the break. I'm so happy. Isn't that stupid? I know it is. Good Lord. Thank you all for sticking in here with me too. So once again, real quickly, here's the deal. Friday, Flawless should be out the door by then, if not sooner. If you get skunked in Flawless and don't hit anything at all, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out when the rest of the break goes out. If you were lucky enough to hit one of those multi-sport jerseys, you can expect that to ship out the door and on the way to you no later than Monday the 11th, a week from today. It might go sooner, but it won't go later. And if you got skunked in the jersey break, you are entitled to a consolation card. But generally, I hold them to send with your next package just because it is a free shipping break. And I do keep track of it for a rolling 90 days. If you want it sent sooner, you just hit me up, let me know, send me a message on eBay, and I will get it squared away for you. Finally, at last, 45 minutes after we tried to start, we're on the way to breaking Flawless. It is a 2-box case. This is break number 3. And of course, the Cardinals and the Broncos, you will see their noted second chance. Thank you, Shannon. Picked up where our bidder did not pay for them. And then everybody else, you're going to see your team name or your name across from your team name, except one more down there. Jay Marin was nice enough to pick up our Giants, another unpaid team. And he was kind enough to step in and pick those up. So that's where we set, kids. We are off to the races. I'm so pleased that we can break it. Yay. Happy days. Matt says Gardner Minshew for president. Oh, man. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for those of you who stepped up and picked up some teams, and those of you who tried to rally the troops like Matt and calling in his favors and his friends and Shannon and everybody. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Stang Lover says my iPad is probably filing an assault charge. Why is my iPad filing an assault charge? I'm confused. Oh, with the PC. Okay. So, yeah, the iPad's going to get into it, fight with the computer. Hey, well, you never know. they're all tonight just kind of going, yeah, what are you doing? But hey, we're in it at last. At last, at last. Happy days are here again. But I swear to you, man, I don't think I've ever, well, I know I've never in my life done anything like that, where you bid on a bunch of stuff and then you bid so much thinking what? That you're not going to win it? I mean, why are you bidding on it if you don't think you're going to win it and you can't pay for it? Why are you bidding on it? So who knows why people do what they do, but anyway. Oh boy. Woohoo! I see something really nice. I'm already happy. I'm already happy, and I'm already happy for somebody, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, first things first. We always save the most exciting stuff for the very last because I'm evil that way. I freely admit it. I am. I make you wait on the stuff that is encased. I do. All right, so first up, our blockchain. So this little deal here, it's for an entirely digital card. So, however, some of these do bring some decent money. So there you go. And we see on this side, Jarrett Stidham, so the Patriots. And it is a rookie dual patch autograph. So Patriots at first. We will, of course, verify that at the end of the break by bringing up the checklist that he's a Patriot. Tony Pollard comes out for the Dallas Cowboys. That one is numbered to 25. And did I not get the focus fixed on this? I didn't, did I? Not the way it should be. Let's tweak that a tiny little bit, shall we? So that we can see that. Oh, not that much. That's a little too much. Now, let's see if we can see that better. Is that better? Yeah, maybe a little bit. All right, so number to 25 for the Cowboys. It is Tony Pollard. Then we have number 220, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. That's the Seahawks. Jamie says, so much for the surprise factor. I know, usually I wait and show those redemptions at the end, but I don't know. I'm all out of sorts tonight, so we saw it first. That's all I know to tell you. All right, we have a little Harry Carson. So the Giants do have themselves a hit here anyway, and it is numbered to 10 with some throwback ink and Harry Carson. So Giants have been rewarded thus far for the nice pickup. Here come the Browns. Bernie Kosar. I am a wreck now. This is numbered 25. You know, it's always hard coming back after 2 days off, and then this, my whole little brain just flew apart. It's in a million pieces all over the room. Here's Will Greer for the Carolina Panthers. That one is numbered to 15. A little Hall of Fame coming your way. Also the Patriots. That is Ty Law, numbered to 15. And on the back side, I see a nice one for the Buffalo Bills, and that would be Mr. Jim Kelly. That is numbered 215. Good-looking relic with it as well. So the Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills, baby. Now, we've got a little card that says, hey, these little chips of various gems are authentic and they're not blood diamonds and blah, blah, blah. That's what that says. I just show it to you so you know what it is. Numbered to 5, the Philadelphia Eagles have a Zach Ertz. And that, of course, with the little emerald chip in there. Julio Jones for the Falcons. That is numbered to 10. And we have a little sapphire chip in with it. Now, Shannon. Look at that. Ho-ho! That's what I saw when I was taking it out of there. You have a Drew Lock booklet for the Denver Broncos. You heard that right. A booklet numbered to 10. Those do not come out very often. So how about that? Shannon, you got repaid. The Mojo said, oh yeah, thank you very much, and gave you that. So Not too bad. We still have another case to go, though, so maybe we're going to get lucky and find ourselves something else awesome in here. Tom says boom on that on that Drew lock. You got that right. That is a big boom. All right, why will this not come out of there? What is the deal? Oh, I am just cursed today, aren't I? Can't even get the case out of the box. Although, up to right about 45 minutes ago, I wasn't feeling very cursed. The day actually went pretty well, especially for a Monday. A lot done. I was feeling pretty good about things, so we'll just call it a momentary gremlin attack. That's what my friend would call it. When she has weird random stuff happen out of nowhere, she calls them gremlin attacks. All right. Suitcase number 2 out of the way. Let's see what we've got in here. This time I will put the blockchain last. How about that? We're going to start off with a Redskin, Dwayne Haskins, who I swear to you, we pull almost every time out of Flawless and or National Treasures. I've pulled so much Dwayne Haskins out of high-end stuff. It's crazy. That one is numbered to 25. It heads to the Redskins. Chicago Bears have a David Montgomery, and that is numbered to 20 for Chicago. The Seahawks, you have Earl Thomas, and the Earl Thomas is numbered to 10 for the Seahawks. Next up, the Chargers and Melvin Gordon. And that is numbered to 15. The Eagles and Alshon Jeffrey. And that is numbered to 25. Panthers again with Cam Newton, although he's moved on, but nonetheless. Panther here, so that's where it's going to go, numbered to 20. The Colts and Paris Campbell. And Paris is numbered to 15. And our blockchain redemption for the digital card brings us David Montgomery. Well, how about that? Bears again. All right, let's look at this. We've got a Barry Sanders for the Lions. I'm digging this. With a little diamond chip in there, numbered to 7. Barry Sanders and the Detroit Lions. And we've got a multi-team card here, so we're going to be using a little random.org to make some magic happen with this one. It is numbered to 5. It has Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and John Elway on this card. And it works like this. You have to own 51% or more to take that card outright. So if someone owns 2 of the 3 teams, they're going to get that card straight off the bat. If no one owns 2 of the 3, we're going to use random.org to give that out in a moment. It's another one of the little, these aren't blood diamonds and they're real cards. And our last hit in here, it's a beauty as well. That is Jim Brown for the Cleveland Browns, numbered to 10 for Jim Brown and the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we got to find a home for this. So if this goes to random, I'm going to type it in as Marino, Montana, and Elway. Because that's basically the left to right configuration of the way the names are written anyway. So it'll go in Marino, Montana, and Elway. I will do random 3 different times. The first 2 will not count. Only the third and final random will make the decision as to who gets that card. But first things first, let's see if anybody owns 2 out of the 3. So the Dolphins, that's Rambo 87. And then we're looking at the 49ers, and that's Intimidator 14. And finally, the Broncos, and we know that the Broncos, of course, is Shannon. So that does mean we've got 3 different team owners, so we are going to have to cruise over here to good old random.org. And I hit the wrong button. Let's try that again. Now it's right. and find out who is going to get that sweet looking little card. And what did I say it goes? Marino, Montana, Elway. All right. Marino, Montana. I think I made a typo, but you know what I mean. And Elway. Well, it's bugging me. I'll just fix it. Okay, so please remember it is the third one that counts. So you ignore the first random and you ignore the second random. And here comes our third and final. There's 3 times our date and time stamp. It goes to the Dan Marino spot on the card, which is, of course, the Dolphins spot on the card. I'm going to go ahead and get this put in a bag so that I can write on the bag. And that way I will remember when it comes time to sort where it goes without having to come back and watch the video again. All right. So, of course, you know I wrote on the bag. I obviously did not write on the case or the card. So we're going to start the recap with the one that's in my hand. And that is this one that went to the Dan Marino Dolphins bidding position by way of random.org. Next up, we're going to take a look. I'm just putting these all as we go. They're ultimately going to go in one anyway. There's Barry Sanders for the Detroit Lions, and that one is numbered to 7. I'll have to find a different team bag for this. I might have one that'll hold this, Shannon. I mean, I'm going to get it to you safely regardless, but I may have a team bag that'll hold this too. You know, I like to do that if I can. But that is a sweet hit right there. That is a Drew Lock booklet for the Denver Broncos. It's numbered to 10, and it is a fantastic hit. So that is nice. Jim Brown came out for the Cleveland Browns, and Jim there you can see was numbered to 10. I think my other 2 are buried down under this other stack, but I'm going to go ahead and grab them so we can just finish all of our encased things at once. It is Julio Jones. That's numbered to 10 for the Atlanta Falcons. Then we have the Eagles and Zach Ertz. That is numbered to 5. See, everybody thought I'd be done. Everybody that would have called me thought, oh, it's a quick break tonight. Should definitely be done by 10. Well, little do they know, right? They don't know what else happened. David Montgomery for the Bears. We're going to go verify that in a minute as soon as we do the rest of our recap here. Then numbered to 15 for the Colts. It is Paris Campbell. Cam Newton numbered to 20 for the Panthers. The Philadelphia Eagles numbered to 25, Alshon Jeffrey. The Chargers numbered to 15 with Melvin Gordon. You have a little Earl Thomas numbered to 10, which is nice for the Seahawks. There's a David Montgomery to 20 for the Chicago Bears. Sweet little Dwayne Haskins hit, numbered to 25 for the Redskins. Our other digital card blockchain is Jarrett Stidham for the Patriots. Another one we'll verify here in a second. Jim Kelly, numbered to 15 for the Buffalo Bills. Ty Law, numbered to 15 for the New England Patriots. Will Greer, numbered to 15, Carolina Panthers. And then we have Bernie Kosar, numbered to 25 for the Browns. Harry Carson, numbered to 10 for the Giants. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf to 20 for the Seahawks. And finally, numbered to 25, that is Tony Pollard for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so there's the recap. Let's go take a look at these 2 little blockchain dealios here and bring that up on Panini's website, which I think I mostly had up and ready to go, assuming we would have to look these, if not something else, up. All right, so our card set is Blockchain Rookie Dual Patch Autographs. That's our first card set here. Blockchain Rookie Dual Patch Autographs. Dual patch autographs right there. So card number 14 should be Stidham. We're just, yeah, there he is. So we can see that that will be digitally, of course, numbered to 10 for the Patriots. We'll go ahead and label that up and make it all official-like. And then our David Montgomery, of course, goes to the Bears, but we need to do the same for him. He is in this very same category. He is card number 6. So there we see him. He is also to 10, and that is for the Bears. So we have that all happily verified now. So we'll put that back up on the screen, and that will be the end of our recap. So Bears and Patriots right there. Your two blockchain redemptions, which once again are for digital cards, entirely digital cards. All right. Yay, we're done. Thank you again, everyone. Wow, I appreciate you all very much. You know, sometimes people aren't very patient when we're dealing with things like we had tonight and trying to get homes for teams that didn't get paid. So you guys were great tonight. I really appreciate it more than you know. So one more look at it for what's coming up in the days ahead and your shipping info. Flawless should be out of here by Friday. It might be sooner. It won't be later. If you did not pull a card in Flawless, you will still get a package in the mail. It's going to have consolation card or cards in it. Obviously, if you hit something, you're going to get what you hit. In the jersey break, if you were one of the lucky 3 to hit a jersey, then you can expect that to be out the door and on the way to you no later than Monday. And a week from today, free shipping stuff is always scheduled to go out within a 7-day window of the time it's pulled. So it may go sooner, but it won't go later. If you got skunked in that jersey break, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. It can be from any year in any series. I do keep track of it for a rolling 90 days and typically would just send it out with your next package since this is a free shipping break. If you want it sent sooner, plain white envelope and a stamp kind of thing, you can just send me a message on eBay, let me know, and I will get that taken care of for you. Here's what it looks like in our days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're going to open Heritage Baseball by the half case. It's the back half of a case that we started last week, and it is the last of the Heritage. On Wednesday night, we're going to open a 5-box case of TriStar autographed football jerseys, and we're going to open 5 loose boxes of 2020 Leaf Best of Sports. That's a fairly new release product. It came out this past Friday. Spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. It is a multi-sport product. It is listed in the football category, and they are loose boxes from a shared case. On Thursday night is a TriStar autographed football, an actual football, and a case of 2019 Leaf Flash Baseball. On Friday night, we're going to break a half case of Gypsy Queen Baseball. That will be the start of a brand new case. Both Saturday and Sunday will be off nights. And so that is it for me tonight. I am all wrapped up. I thank you once again very much. I hope you have a great night ahead. I will, of course, be at it again tomorrow night, so I'd love to have you come back and join me then, or if not, then anytime you want to stop by. I always enjoy the company. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay indoors, wear your mask, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.